I was arranging all the things back to its place, cleaning the dust on everything. From a long time, I was thinking of this. The house must be clean. As I was keeping everything, Jungkook passed by me to pick up a book and started to read. What I must say about him? He's my husband, cold like ice. How can someone be handsome while reading a book? Jungkook is cold but handsome simultaneously. He supports me when others talk ill about me. Sometimes I wish I was never born. When I was with my parents, they only use me, treat me as a stranger. But after getting married to Jungkook, I got to know my value. Jungkook always supports me, but when it is turn, he closes heart. I try hard to communicate to relieve his stress, but he never says a word. Men must not cry. Men must not show their sadness. I can't understand why it is like this. Men are also human. If they can share their burden, then they will be relieved. Sometime I saw Jungkook crying in the bathroom, but he never said a word. I wanted to help him with his any problem, but he is strong like a ice. Wayan, what are you thinking? He asks as reality hits you. Nothing, Jungkook. You laughed it out. Then can you take your feet from mine? You're stepping on it the whole time, he said as you looked down, embarrassed. Sorry, Jungkook. I thought it was a slipper, you said, moving back, laughing at your joke. Are my feet is like a slipper for you? He asked, not laughing at your joke. Jungkook, I was joking, you said, smiling. You and your joke are not funny, he said, continuing to read the book. Jungkook, why so serious? You said, laughing as he smiled a bit. Let me bring us tea and some snacks. It's rainy season, so it will be awesome, you said, going to the kitchen. You entered the kitchen and started to make tea and hot snacks. Jungkook walked towards the dining table, taking a seat. As you served the snacks with tea sitting next to them. Jungkook, here's your ginger tea, you said, passing it to him. I saw you coughing while getting up at the morning. As change in weather. I made you a hot ginger tea which is good for your health, you said as he nodded. It's raining heavily, right? He said, looking at the window. Yes. I once remember how I was late to class and it was raining heavily, same like this that day. I was wet fully, so my teacher scolded me. Now I am missing it. I remember how me and my friends was going to eat out, but suddenly it started to rain heavily. So instead we started to play and dance in the rain happily. And I remember how I proposed my ex in the rain. He said in low voice and closed his mouth immediately. YN, you said that you want to go to the market to buy things? Let us go now, he said, changing the topic. I nodded as I need some things, but Jungkook said something I couldn't hear as he said that in low voice. I got ready and left with Jungkook to the market. We got inside the car, taking a seat next to each other. As Jungkook started to drive, I took the list which I wrote some things to buy, but it was still raining heavily. YN, you stay in the car, I will go and buy the things as it is raining heavily. He insisted and left the car. Jungkook insists a lot, so I nodded as he left the car with umbrella and list of things in his hand. I was waiting. Suddenly his phone started ringing. I left his phone here. I took it, but the call cut it. Then, as I was about to keep it back, suddenly I saw some picture on his gallery. After seeing some more pictures, I got to know this is his ex-girlfriend pictures. After seeing the pictures, I kept back his phone on its place as Jungkook entered the car with things and started to drive. We didn't talk much on our way to home. We arrived home, and from that day I started to ignore Jungkook. He never shared anything to me because he still loves his ex. Seeing her picture still on his phone says it's true. Jungkook tried talking to me, but I keep on ignoring him. But why must I ignore him? I must straight away ask him and create any misunderstanding, so I called him. Jungkook, why did you still keeping your ex pictures on your phone? Do you still love her? You asked straightforward. YN, my ex died in a car accident. Her last words were that I must live my life happily. I love her, but after spending time with you, I live happily. YN, I love you, he said, smiling. I love you too, Jungkook, you said while kissing him.